Hi, just a quick one. And how to spot an agent provocateur. Some of these things on their own could be just someone that's over enthusiastic. And not that this is a movement. It's not a movement. It's just individuals questioning, being skeptics, questioning the status quo, the narrative. That's about the shape of the earth, other things as well. But this is fair use. It's for educational purposes. Not that this is a group or anything like that, or it's not a movement, or it's not a group, anything like that. There is that type of thing in this. There is groups and stuff like that. But to me, that's very dangerous because you get things like this happening when you all come together as groups and stuff. All groups are infiltrated by agency involvement and stuff, and other like corporate interests and stuff like that. Especially if there's a lot of money to lose for these big corporations. They're gonna get their infiltrators in there to try and dismantle it from within and stuff like that. And then they're gonna be on both so-called sides. Not that there is sides. It's about objective reality. Yeah. There's no fucking sides. For fuck's sakes. These fucking debates and shit are still fucking going on. It pisses me off. There is no fucking sides. As soon as I see these people commenting on these fucking things, people come in trying to debate with you and that, I'm like, it's not a fucking debate. This is about objective fucking reality, not debating. I'm not debating any fucker. And it's like keeping, oh, well, when you look at the sun in the sky and the moon and the eclipses and all this shit, fuck off. Gives you nothing measurable as to the shape of the fucking earth. It's a fucking red herring fallacy. You're going off into fucking fantasy world. Bring it back down here onto the fucking ground. Yeah? Anyway, that's my little rant over with. Let's go on with this. Right. There's been a lot of talk about agent provocateurs and infiltrators into movements such as Fees Must Fall and other leftist groups. Like I said, not that this is a movement or groups or anything like that, but you're still going to have these infiltrators and agent provocateurs on both so-called sides and stuff like that. Like I said, not that there is sides. There is no sides when it comes to this. This should not surprise us. It is clear that no movement will be devoid of plentiful infiltrators in this day and age, and that some of them would be conspicuous on the picket line and found in organisational capacities within the struggle. Throughout modern history, radical movements such as the Black Panthers, Anti-Apartheid and Occupy have been plagued by infiltrators and agent provocateurs. But nowadays, when the matter of infiltrators on malls is suggested, it's not just South African context, it's any context, there's a tendency to push it aside and as exaggeration or paranoia, and thus these agents are given space to carry on with their business without scrutiny. So like when you say to people, do you mean there's agency involvement all over this subject? There's infiltrators, saboteurs, agent provocateurs. There's there's gatekeepers in this and everything, and there's all the censorship going on and everything else. And a lot of people are like, oh no, don't be silly, just being paranoid. No, it's not. No, there's nothing like that going on. All this lot. Why would they? And all this lot. This is why these people are allowed to carry on doing what they're fucking doing. To me, these people that are doing this shit for these big corporations, for government agency involvement, stuff like that, security services, all that bullshit, yeah? Coppers, whatever, pigs, whatever you want to fucking call them, yeah? They're all fucking the traitors to the common man and woman. That's all they are. They're fucking traitors. They should be treated like fucking traitors. The traitors to the common man and the common woman, yeah? And the child. The traitors to mankind. End of the day. For what? Because they've been sold some fucking fish story. Yeah? Or they've been fucking brainwashed and indoctrinated that fucking much they just can't, the thick as pig shit, and they just can't see the fucking wood for the trees. You know what I mean? Or they've been sold some fucking fish story. Yeah, they've been told some fucking bullshit story and they've fucking fallen for it and they've gone, alright, okay. So they think they're doing a good thing, but they're not. They're fucking doing a bad thing. They're traitors, in my eyes. And they should be traitors in every other fucker's eyes and all. Yeah? I'm not condoning violence or all like that. I'm not into that shit, right? None of that. None. Use what we've got up here. Use your brains. Use your intellect, your intelligence. Don't use violence or all that, because that doesn't get you anywhere. You should cause no loss or harm to any man, woman or child. Don't matter who they are. Traitors, whatever they are. No loss or harm to them. No loss or harm to anybody. Yeah. Anyway. Where are we now? Push it aside so the carry on with scrutiny. However, I won't say global, I'd say the Earth plane's problem of state-funded agents is as rife now as it ever was. Perhaps even more so, as neoliberal governments are intent on smashing any uprising individual or organisation that threatens their share-based partnership with monopoly capital. Yeah? So all this stuff that's going on, it's all, what do you call it? It's all like, there's a lot of money invested in this heliocentric concept, yeah? And if it was all to fucking just collapse overnight, the education system would collapse because it's all built into that. Although we know that's built on the Prussian education / mimicry system using the servile and utilitarian arts. You know what I mean? To keep you educationally stunted, just to give you enough to run the machines and keep this current paradigm going. Yeah? To keep them in their perceived power of authority and shit up there. You know what I mean? Yeah? It keeps you educationally stunted, so you just go, oh, well, someone else has figured it out. You know what I mean? There's some authorities figured that shit out. You know what I mean? I'll just believe what they tell me. You know what I mean? And believe in these authorities and stuff. You know what I mean? Well, sorry, perceived authorities. So yeah, it keeps you like that. You know what I mean? So you give your authority away. You know what I mean? So you're not your own authority no more, and you appeal to authorities. You know what I mean? For the answers and shit like that. Yeah, when you should be getting these answers yourself. You shouldn't be appealing to no fucker. Should be going out and finding these answers yourself, doing it yourself. Yeah. And it keeps you spiritually stunted as well. So basically, keeps you in that nihilistic consumerism. So it keeps the capitalist system going as well. So you're spending money and shit and everything else. Anyway. Based on observations and research, we have put together a lengthy composite of what traits and methods a modern-day infiltrator would manifest. Of course, some of these traits may be those of an over-enthusiastic member, but a combination of these traits should not be ignored. So these are things to look out for. This guideline list is not intended to create paranoia or sow divisions among people, activists, whatever. It's to create awareness around behavioural traits of people who are there to report back to business, like big businesses or governments, on the plans and activities of your movement or organisation. Not that this is a movement or organisation, but they're still going to be like reporting back to these big businesses, governments, and other interests that have got interest in the heliocentric concept. Yeah. I'm going to do this a little bit in the next. I'm going to do another video in a minute, and I'm going to go through the load because it's like nearly 100 of them or something. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go through them in the next video. Okay, thank you. Bye.